This man wanted to drown his paralyzed wife, Bella, in the bathtub, but as soon as he pushed her into the water, his own foot slipped and his head smashed against the wash basin. He instantly fell unconscious on the floor. Now death was staring Bella in the face. Her body was strong, but she could only move her eyes. The bathtub faucet was still running, and water kept rising. If it continued like this, she would surely drown within minutes. To save herself, she tried moving the big toe of her left foot to push the bathtub's drain chain, but the water pressure was too strong. The drain only opened slightly, and the water flowing out was far less than the water pouring in. The water had already reached her mouth. She tried again and again, but the drain wouldn't open. With one last desperate push, the chain snapped, making things even worse. Still, Bella refused to give up. Gathering the last bit of strength in her right hand, she tried pulling the shower pipe hanging nearby to shut off the water. But by then, the water had risen above her head, leaving only her eyes barely visible. Moments later, even her eyes were submerged. Just then, with one final effort, she yanked the shower pipe. The faucet finally turned off, but it was already too late. Her body was almost lifeless. She was about to give up when, all of a sudden, her leg jerked and the drain fully opened. Slowly, the water began to flow out, and Bella could breathe again. That's when she realized something miraculous. After years of paralysis, her body was starting to regain movement. Her arms and legs were coming back to life, but there was no time to celebrate. She looked around and saw that her husband, who had been lying unconscious on the floor just moments ago, had vanished. Only footprints were left on the tiles. Bella understood immediately. If her husband realized she was still alive, he would definitely try to kill her again. Terrified but determined, she grabbed the curtain for support and dragged herself out of the bathtub. The moment her feet touched the ground, she collapsed hard, but her will to survive pushed her forward. Crawling, she made it to the bed and grabbed the phone to call the police. That's when she discovered the phone line had already been cut. At that very moment, a shadow passed outside the door. A thought struck her like lightning. Just days ago, her friend had told her that her husband was having an affair with another woman. Maybe that was the real reason he wanted to kill her. Determined to uncover the truth, Bella picked up a shard of broken glass lying nearby and slowly crept out of the room. The sight outside made her freeze in fear. The entire house was in chaos, as if a violent fight had just taken place. Her terror deepened. Bella clutched the broken piece of glass tightly in her hand, moving slowly and silently through the house. As she descended the stairs, her heart was pounding so loudly it echoed in her ears. At the bottom, she froze. Her husband was lying on the floor, completely motionless. Fear gripped her. A thought ran through her mind. What if this was just another one of his traps? Cautiously, she stepped closer. That's when she noticed the only phone she could use to call the police was trapped beneath his body. With no choice left, she carefully reached out to pull it free. But suddenly, his body twitched. Bella's blood ran cold. She instantly let go of the phone, grabbed the keys from the table, and bolted out of the house. In her panic, she didn't notice just as she crossed the doorway, her husband's eyes snapped open. Bella jumped into the car and shoved the key into the ignition, but it was the wrong key. Her eyes darted to his pickup truck parked nearby. Without wasting a second, she ran to it, jammed the right key into the ignition, and sped away from the house. The road was swallowed in darkness. Bella kept glancing at the rearview mirror, terrified that her husband might be chasing her, but to her relief, he wasn't following. She drove endlessly through the night. No villages ahead, no shops behind, only empty, desolate road. Finally, she pulled over, took out her phone, and began to call the police. That's when she heard it. Her husband was hiding in the trunk. Panicked, Bella slammed her foot on the accelerator. The truck lurched forward violently, but she lost control, and the vehicle plunged straight into the lake. Water rushed in fast, swallowing the truck. Bella shoved at the door, but the outside pressure was too strong, it wouldn't budge. She quickly rolled the window down and tried to climb out. But just as she got halfway through, her husband regained consciousness, grabbed her hair, and dragged her back inside. Desperate, Bella pleaded through tears. "If you're with another woman, I won't complain. Please, just don't kill me." But he ignored her cries. With merciless strength, he forced her head under the water. Bella thought, this is the end. Just then, from the depths of the lake, a shadowy figure of a woman began swimming toward them. Bella's heart froze when she saw the face. It was someone she had seen before. A few days earlier, Bella had been playing with her small dog by the lake. She threw a ball toward the water, but the dog suddenly froze in fear, refusing to go near it. So Bella grabbed a stick and tried to retrieve the ball herself. That's when she noticed a woman's silhouette on the surface of the water.